Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate project management. Project management is basically about tracking deliverables for an awarded tender. To demonstrate this, I'm going to use the previous tender, which has already been awarded, to this supplier here, which is supplier 5. That's supplier 5 there. So I'm just going to log in as this supplier. Then navigate to my bid. And once I'm in this bid, because it's an RFQ, it means that I just have to buy these devices which are highlighted here and then deliver them to the delivery site which was highlighted in the tender. So you'll notice that there's this button called Delivery Note. It allows me to download a spreadsheet that contains all this information in this table, and all I have to do is just fill in the asset details for each of these devices stated here. I'm just going to log off now and log in with a different bidder who didn't win, so you can see that this button is not available. It's only available for the winner. So you can tell I'm logged in as a supplier because I don't have that products button. That's only available for employees. This was another one of the bidders who didn't win. So if he goes to his bid, that button is not available because he didn't win. There's the status for his bid showing unsuccessful. Going to log back in with the winner. Going to go back to the tender. Go to the bid. As you can see, this guy is the winner. It's showing there successful. So now I'm going to download the delivery note. So it has got 3 tabs. The tender details, which show the details of the tender where the bidder won. Delivery contact details, that's the details of the person who will be delivering the goods to wherever they have to deliver them. And then the asset details. So as you can see here, I've got 2 laptops. I said I wanted 2 Latitude 880s. So it will allow me to fill in 2 serial numbers. So the bidder only has to fill in the green area. So I'm going to start filling this form in. I'm going to put my details here as the delivery man. So I've got 2 printers, HP 987. 2 printers HP 897. 1 V-Series V302. 1 V-Series 302. And 1 modem B22529. Same here. So the spreadsheet that contains this information, it allows now the supplier to just fill in the asset details which is what he would have because he had bought these devices. Now it's time for him to deliver them to the delivery address. Or the system automatically fills in the prices of each item as well. It's able to work it out based on the codes which were submitted. So this guy had submitted 100,000 for 2 devices. The system was able to work it out that is 50,000 per item. So again, 100,000 for 2 devices, 50,000 per item. The other ones are 1-1, which is showing here and showing here. So now let's make believe that the supplier is now delivering the goods. He's completed the form. He emailed this form over the email to the employee who's specified in the contact details of the tender. So now it's time to deliver the goods. The form has been completed and it's been emailed over. The person is there physically at the door, and it's now time to exchange the goods. So in that case, now the employee needs to log into the system. Once the employee is now logged in, the employee now can add the assets into the system. To add assets, an employee logs in, and once you're logged in as an employee, you'll have this product menu. And then you select this product, but this time instead of selecting tender, you can select assets. Then add assets. This works currently for electronic devices only. And then you can navigate to your file, which is this delivery node. As you can see, the delivery nodes for supplier of electronic devices 1. There it is. Once you upload it, it pulls in that information from the file automatically and uploads it for you. So now all that is left for you is to just verify if all is in order and approve each item that you've received it and put it in storage. It tells you that the tender details, it was a supplier of electronic device, the tender number, delivery address, which is the address which has been picked up from the previous details of the tender, who's the supplier, and the person delivering. So I wrote my details on the delivery node. It picked up all this information and auto-populated for me in here. And there's my 6 devices loaded into the system. So now all I have to do is send for approval. Once I do that, all my items are loaded into the system. Then I can go in now and verify if everything is in order. If I want to print, for example, this QR code so that I can stick it to my laptop, I could print it. And once I've printed it, I can stick into the laptop. Once I verify that everything is good with the laptop, I can approve. Once I've approved, the status will change, and then it will show who received the goods within by the system and who approved. So I received the goods and I approved them as well. I'll approve the next item. So I'll approve this modem here. Currently the system is not approved, the goods are not approved, so this area is blank. So if I approve, there's the modem showing approved. So which means now the employee is confirming that I have received the goods and I've taken them and verified that everything is working. I've stored them in storage. It needs a refresh. Didn't load properly. So now that the goods are being approved one by one, I can go to the tender and check what is showing under the Deliverables tab. The tender has another tab called Deliverables, where it shows what's happening. I mean under the audit tab, and check what's happening to the tender. As you can see here, the audit of the tender shows everything that ever happened to this tender. It shows how many people that it bidded. You can just pause the video and read and see what I'm keeping track of. And if I log out and log in as an employee, as a supplier, I can see which of the items have been approved already. So I can see that two items have been approved already, the others are still pending. So I can keep track of what's happening with my deliverables as I need to. And this information is also available to people who are not logged in. I've just logged out now. So people at home can actually see what was delivered under this tender. The supplier delivered the goods on this date, and then they were approved by this employee. So now the people can act as auditors, monitoring what's happening with the tax money. I'm going to demonstrate now how it works, the same process, how it works for requests for proposals. This video was just highlighting how it works for RFQs. For request for proposal, it works slightly differently, but I'll walk through you in the next coming videos.